The spiritual practitioners and the teachers, they renounce the world. They do not have any earthly possessions, no family relationship. They beg for food. They wear no clothes or wear white clothes or yellow, depends upon the sect. And these things proliferated later on, all this one. But they walk on a barefoot, bare feet or no vehicles. They practice self-control and meditation. These are the two main functions, self-control and meditation. And they follow strictly 5 great vows or Mahavrats. Not only these 5 vows they follow, but they follow by mind, speech, and action. Not only mind, speech, and action, all 3 ways. Not to do it, not to ask others to do it, and not to approve such actions. So they call it Trividhe, Man, Vachan, and Kaya, and Karyu, and Anumodyu. All 3, negating all the 3. Man, Vachan, and Kaya, 3 times 3, total 9 combination. That is the one, what these 5 great vows they have to follow. So there is no room for error if they follow it. And if there is error occurs, they will know it. Yes, I have violated it. Okay? And for them, they have to do the pratikraman for that. Okay? So that is the things. Sadhus' vows are by mind, speech, and action, and Karyu, and Anumodyu. All 3 are the same things, okay, for them. And so there is nothing room for error in that sense. And if there is an error, they know they made an error. The first vow, non-violence. What is their vow of non-violence? Universal love and compassion to all living beings. Okay? They love all living beings as if their own soul. So there is nothing, there is no difference between them and other living beings. This is how their life is. Okay, their life is, they have to be the same. Okay, do not hurt any living beings, including 1 to 5 senses. Means 1 sense, which are all vegetables and fruits and water and earth and all other things. Okay, even not even minute insects, but the 1 sense, even the land they walk. Okay, that land is alive according to Jainism. They are all pratyek soul of land. Okay, so that's the things. For you have to be extra careful just to make sure not only the insects die, but even if it is a dry land, then you prefer to walk on the dry instead of wetland. Okay, so this is the kind of the things. Now I'm just going to give you a little bit examples and ideas, but that's the violence, non-violence, no vows, not to hurt anybody by body, speech, and thought. That is another one. You don't hurt anybody unless you have a complete control over your speech. You don't even speak. Embrace the welfare of all living beings, which are humans, animals, environment, because environment is life according to Jainism. Environment, what includes in environment? Air, land, fire, everything is a one sense being, which is one sense being. So it doesn't have to mention the word environment, because the environment is made of all one sense being, and for which the monks and nuns have to totally respect them. Okay, so that is the point. I'm just using the word. The environment is the newer word, but it includes all one sense being in that sense. All right. So for ascetics, that's the vow of ahimsa. Very simple, in a sense that you cannot do karyu karavyo anumudyu and man vachan kaya. You cannot be violent in any manner in any of those things for ahimsa vows. Next, we go truthfulness. They need to always speak truth. But what kind of truth? Which is pious and pleasant. If the truth is going to hurt other person, remain silent. If truth is going to be hurt anybody, you don't say it. That is the ascetic vow for the truthfulness. Non-stealing, Achaurya, not to cheat or use any illegal means. Naturally, for them, they have renounced the world. The question doesn't arise for cheating anybody. But again, that if it is done, something like that, then that's a break in the vows. Okay, they have to do the atichar. That's the point. That's the atichar for them. Not to take any item unattended. If they are going for a gochari someplace, okay, and nobody is there in the house or in that room, and you cannot just take any unattended item. Even you cannot take it on the road, something is there, fall down, okay? And if you find something, you are not allowed to take it. You give it to the government. If at all, if you do, that's so you turn over to the government. For the monks and nuns generally says, don't even look at it. Just keep going. You cannot, even though you need it, but it is unattended item, you cannot take. When accepting alms or help from somebody or aid, one should not take more than what is needed. Because it is free, let me take it more. I will use it tomorrow, or I will use it in the evening. That is not also allowed. If you are going for a gochari afternoon, then you only get for afternoon. You don't get extra one for evening, and you don't have to go anymore that day. That is not also allowed. Look at how strict their vows is. Okay. Of course, chastity, Brahmacharya is total absence from sensual pleasure of all five senses. The Brahmacharya means, chastity means, is not only one sense, it is all five sense pleasure. Absence from the sensual pleasure of all five senses. And the fifth vow, non-possession or non-attachment, Aparigraha. Total absence of passion and attachment, because when you have something, you are attached, and when you are attached, then you are breaking the vows. Okay, the fact is you have it, you do have attachment, otherwise why would you have it? Possession creates attachment, which results in continued greed, jealousy, selfish uh, selfishness, ego, hatred, violence. That's all dusha of possessions. And this leads to the bondage of karma, which leads to the further cycle of birth and death. So you can just imagine this is the further list, and wants and desires have no limit. So these are all human weaknesses. Because somebody has taken the diksha does not mean no, their mind is changed. Okay, it takes time through meditation. All right. So now we can go further.